off. Let's debate it.
Thanks.
No? You're scared?
I only debate people in good faith. You came up here.
How am I not
you
in good
asked
faith?
2 sloppy questions. We're done.
How are they sloppy?
Parker of the Harry Sisson Soyboy crew absolutely embarrasses himself against Charlie Kirk. Parker thought he could waltz in here and get his viral moment by surprising Charlie Kirk at one of his college debates here, and Parker just absolutely embarrasses himself. Let's see Charlie Kirk destroy Parker in a debate while Parker takes a few hits of copium after.
State University Northridge, and there's supposed to be a turning point event today where Charlie Kirk is going to debate some college students. And seemingly, it's a good day to show up since I live in LA and he's been dodging debating me and Dean since he said he would debate us after the Jubilee episode and after the election. And now he's gone radio silent and won't debate us. So I decided to show up to one of his events. So can't wait to debate him today. Good luck, Charlie.
Did he really move to a different spot just to say that part and then move back? What is this? Why did that require 2 shots?
Saw some people with red shirts. We think that they might be from Turning Point. So we're going to go follow them and see. Jackpot. We found him. We found him. We found him. Oh my God, dude.
Oh my God, dude.
The last thing that I needed was to be the first
Tubular,
person in line,
man.
so when Charlie got there, he knew that I was there waiting for him. Luckily, the people there working for him had no clue who I was, so I easily got it in and got first in the line.
I don't think that's the flex that you think it is, that no one knew who you were.
So you can hang out right here.
All right, for sure.
This is where you'll be able to ask questions and stuff.
All right, he'll be super excited to see me first.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. Okay.
While we were waiting, all these people showed up behind us that were ready to watch me destroy Charlie in this debate.
No hate, no fear. Charlie Kirk's our local. No hate, no fear. Charlie Kirk's our local.
Doing good.
Charlie Kirk's our local here.
We're trying to get the deaf people to see all the interpreters, so I've yet to see or hear.
Dude, oh my.
MAGA, 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 MAGA. All right, we have a familiar face. You go to school here, Parker?
No, I don't.
You know, where do you go to school?
I don't go to school anymore. I graduated.
So you traveled from where to be here?
From Los Angeles.
Okay, welcome. We have a familiar face from Jubilee. Parker, welcome, and the mic is yours.
Too bad Charlie Kirk didn't introduce him as Parker of the Harry Sisson Soyboy crew.
Can I ask you, do you think that Elon was saluting or doing a Nazi salute?
Well, you didn't say hello, man.
Oh, sorry. Hello, how are you doing,
I'm
Charlie?
doing great, Parker. How are you? No, Elon Musk was not doing the Nazi salute.
Okay, will you do it?
Yes, as I did it actually at USC. I said, my name was Elon Musk, and I love all of you in this crowd here today.
Can you put your hand on your chest and then do it us?
I just did it.
That's not what he did.
Okay, so let's do it again, Parker. Can you do it with me?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I think it's a Nazi salute.
What mirror it would be? Hi, everybody. I'm so glad from the bottom of my heart you are here, and thank you all for being here today.
We could be a little real here. That's not what Elon Musk did. He didn't just do this. He did My Heart Goes Out to You. So it's a little disingenuous by Charlie Kirk here. Now, if you know me, you know that I don't think Elon Musk was doing a Nazi salute. So don't come at me, bros. It would be ridiculous to think that Elon Musk really went up there and intentionally did a salute like that. It's ridiculous. I think he's just a freaking awkward dude. It was a heat in the moment. He wasn't thinking and he just did that. It happens. I know it's happened to me, not with the Nazi salute thing, but it's happened where if you're in front of an audience and then you kind of just do something that's awkward in the heat of the moment, without really thinking about it. It's something that happens sometimes, and I think that's what happened with Elon Musk. Other people think he was trolling. Now that's a possibility. You could think he was awkward, you could think he was trolling, but if you think he was actually doing some kind of Nazi salute, like you're being libtarded about it.
Do you want me to show you a video of this doing it?
Parker, you're not dumb. You traveled all the way from LA to ask that question.
That's not the only question. You can ask me about other things.
We only get like one other question because we had a long line, but okay.
You think slavery at all points in history was wrong?
You asked the same question at Jubilee, but yes, you did actually. So what is my answer?
Well, you'd have to say yes, because in Leviticus 25, 44 through 46, God says you can own people as slaves and pass them down to your children as inherited property for life.
Okay,
in Exodus 21, 20 through 21, God says you can beat those slaves so far as they recover after a day or two.
So let's talk. You want to talk about chattel slavery versus what it actually. So what is the word slave in Hebrew?
I don't know.
It's Eved, right? Or where my Jewish friends in the audience, by the way. Yeah. Am I right? Is it Eved in Hebrew? Right? So what the Torah did was the first ever historical document that led to the abolition of slavery. Do you know that slaves were actually mentioned in the Ten Commandments?
You want to respond to those two verses that I just mentioned?
Well, yes, and by the way, do you know in the New Testament, which is the completion of the entire Bible, slavery is explicitly said as evil and immoral. So we have to.
Is it okay though? But back then, with the New Testament, was it okay back then?
Well, we need to understand in the Levitical law, right? That it was not that it was condoning slavery, right? It was making the steps forward towards the abolition of slavery, which you can even acknowledge that Christianity helped abolish slavery, right? You know who Wilberforce is? William Wilberforce?
21, 21.
Who is
God says you shall not be punished if you beat them.
That quote that he just flashed on the screen, that's the quote that all these people bring up when they're arguing against Christianity. The whole like, oh, if you beat your slave, just make sure you don't beat them too much. Like, don't beat them to death. Just beat them enough. And it's so funny, too, that Parker brings up this point again, because apparently he asked him in the Jubilee debate. And so he's coming on here with the same arguments, with the same talking points, even after Charlie Kirk already destroyed him on that question. Like, come on, Parker. Dude, come on.
So far as they recover after a day or two.
Hold on a second.
You're saying that they shall not be punished.
That is taken out of context.
No, it's not. That's the verse. We'll read it.
Who is William Wilberforce?
Read the verse. Go read
So
it.
William Wilberforce was a Christian minister who used the Bible as a justification to abolish slavery. Another Levitical law says you shall never kidnap another individual and bring them to your land, which is otherwise known as chattel slavery. So anybody who ever used the Bible to justify slavery was going against the scripture. Finally, we as Christians believe, no it's not, the Bible has...
Then what does Leviticus 25, 44, 46 say?
Again, as I would say, it was talking to a primitive people that led to the abolition of slavery, which it did so successful. But we also, as Christians, believe that we are all set free in Christ Jesus, and that we are all set free of our slavery. And I hope, Parker, one day that you can give your life to Jesus, because you seem like someone that is seeking truth, and there is a God who loves you, and He sent His only Son, Jesus Christ. Whoever gives his life to Jesus will live forever. Last question, Parker.
So if they beat their slaves back then, insofar as they recover after a day or two, they shall not be punished?
No, again, taking the verse in context of the times and what it led to, which was the abolition of slavery, it was talking to a primitive people where slavery was the norm and it was accepted, and that never before had anyone even challenged the idea of slavery.
Finally, answer the question.
No, I'm talking about it at it directly because it's a far more
shall they not be punished back then?
Far more complex than what you're getting at. And you would have to acknowledge the Bible led to the abolition of slavery. Parker,
I want you,
so
I know
much
you
for
want to
being
address
here.
that, but you want to
Let's
address
get
this?
to some of our students here today.
You want to answer the question?
Thank you, Parker, so much.
Parker's saying, you're not going to answer the question? He is answering the question, Parker. It's just that you're trying to get him in this gotcha moment. Gotcha. Like this whole like slavery in the Bible thing, it's already been addressed by if you've done any bit of research. Heck, even if you would have just done more research after you apparently asked this to Charlie Kirk and the Jubilee thing, you could have done way better here. But this clearly wasn't good faith. This clearly was just trying to get Charlie Kirk in some kind of viral gotcha moment.
Appreciate it. The Bible led towards the abolition of slavery,
But they shall
an
not be punished,
irrefutable
right?
fact.
So shall they be punished or not?
Of course, as it says in the New Testament, that
So you
slavery is
contradicted
wrong.
Exodus 28
Thank you,
21.
Parker. We'll get to the next
disagree with
question.
Exodus?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Parker.
Of course.
I hope you'll give your life to Jesus. Thank you. Can't hear what you're saying. Thank you. Next question.
Hopefully you and Parker can get like a round 2 debate. I enjoyed the Jubilee video.
Thank you. We're good, Parker. Thank you.
You don't want to debate later?
Guys, you have to.
No, we're good. I got others. You don't go to school here.
No, I meant like later, a different day on the podcast.
I can't hear you.
A different day on the podcast. Let's debate.
Thanks.
No?
We're good.
You're scared?
I only debate people in good faith. You came up here.
How am I not in
you
good
asked
faith?
2 sloppy questions. We're done.
How are
Thank
they
you, Parker.
sloppy?
You seem like someone that is seeking truth.
You're so loud. You're scared. You're running away? How are you going to run away like this, bro?
Do you want a hat, Parker? Do you want a MAGA hat?
I don't take hats that support rapists.
I'm sorry?
I don't take hats that
You don't
support
hats from a
rapists.
rapist?
No, I don't support hats that support rapists.
Oh, you don't. So you don't have a Bill Clinton hat at your house?
No. I don't support rapists.
Got it, okay.
Across the board, whether they're
Oh, you
Democrat
think-
or Republican. Can you say that?
This
you
is so
support
funny.
rapists.
Okay, of course I don't support rapists.
Okay, so Donald Trump held civilly liable of forcibly
Parker,
penetrating
you
18
already
kills
got
for China
it.
against her will.
Bro,
Do you disagree with
Bro,
that?
you are so thirsty for clicks right now.
You're so scared to debate me.
Actually, I'm not scared.
Then debate me anytime.
Honestly,
You're done, bro. You're done.
I'm done? Okay.
Yeah, you're done.
He's kicking me out. Okay, bye. I can't go through them. Can you let me go around?
That's a bit of a shame because like I feel like seeing you 2 debate. But
Okay, I help.
so I guess to start.
Okay.
Charlie.
I gotta go through the crowd.
I think
Appreciate you.
this is my first time doing one of these, so like this is all new.
Any MAGA want to debate?
But my question for you, Charlie, is
How you doing,
given
man?
that
Good. How you doing, man?
Appreciate it. Is worth a total of $460 billion. Is that not an indication that MAGA is about putting elite?
Man, they really left them walking through the crowd in there. They really just left this all in. They must have really been desperate for freaking length here or something.
First that Americans last.
man.
No.
Nice to meet you.
No. What makes the MAGA movement?
Charlie Kirk just kicked me out of a Turning Point event for literally destroying him in this debate. He was so embarrassed and he was caught off guard when I showed up as the first person at his Turning Point event at California State University Northridge for asking him very simple questions. Seemingly, he was the one who didn't want to engage in good faith, clearly because he didn't actually let me engage in any actual debate. The conversation lasted less than 5 minutes, like a Jubilee appearance, because he knew exactly that I was going to destroy every single one of his views, and he was so scared. You could see the terror in his eyes.
Was that a joke? You could see the terror in his eyes, and then they show a picture of Charlie Kirk clearly not looking terrified.
He knew exactly that I was going to destroy every single one of his views, and he was so scared.
Oh my, look how scared Charlie Kirk looked. Oh my gosh. He was so scared. Look at him. Oh my gosh. I've never seen Charlie Kirk or anybody look that terrified. So obviously, listen, he's like, oh my gosh, guy, two-wheeler bros. Yeah, gnarly. You know, I totally destroyed Charlie Kirk. I mean, were we watching the same video? Clearly, you destroyed nothing other than maybe your own reputation, if you've ever had a good reputation. You know, Parker could even do the due diligence of trying to think up new arguments. The best he had was still the slavery, but my slavery was in the Bible, which all these, I don't know what religion Parker is, but I'm going to assume it's like an atheist point of view. But all these atheists always bring up, but my slavery. You know, it's always my women, my slavery. And he had this conversation already with Charlie, but he couldn't even bring any new arguments to this. Yeah, like, listen, we could all see it and Charlie could see it. Parker wasn't there to argue in good faith. He was obviously there just to just to get clips. You know, he wanted to get his viral moments here and come out and say, I totally destroyed him, bros. Even though, you know, he didn't destroy anything. But what did you guys think of this ridiculous clip? How did you think Parker did up against Charlie Kirk? Leave a comment in the comment section below. Give this video a like if you liked it. And if you really liked it, please consider subscribing to my channel. You'll be really helping me out a lot. If you like seeing Charlie Kirk do his thing, I have a whole playlist for you on the screen. If you like seeing more of Parker getting humiliated in debates, I got some stuff of him too.